till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These they come from the cause, we different than breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop, piper. Warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get it clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as a divider, I'm from the bottom, on treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, building, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These they come from the cause, we different than breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop, piper. Warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game, but even the courage we live in the Wizard of Oz. With the money and change, we doing the vibe and we shining diving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more selling us lies or selling beside me while the enemy hide. Yeah, I'm feeling a change in order. Treading dangerous waters. The demise of falsely idols. Get exposed to cold and morals. Ooh. I get the remedy, God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies, pray for my enemies. I get the tendency, you kinda finicky, huh? Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been dealing, building, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These they come from the cause, we different than breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop, piper. Warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for life.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. Over the middle, finding Smith-Njigba. And able to break one tackle that can quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
At the 33-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. The Seahawks at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He completes this to Walker. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay, and they they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Throw out wide to Walker. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got his man, it's Jonathan Mingo. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6, he got about 5. 4th down. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles, 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness. Go pick.
And it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 23. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's up. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and get the first down.
Now Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Mayfield now. Right back to Chris Godwin. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Buccaneers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And Walker has it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the 48-yard line, here's second and a yard. Mahomes now to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. And now a pause as they tend to an injured player. And, boy, that, you got to hope this is minor. That's Patrick Mahomes, who's in some discomfort out there. Throwing again is Darnold. That's caught inside the 20. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10. Darnold now to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. George Pickens, 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7.
Michael Dixon to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Throwing, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They'll try and run here with Urban. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Mayfield off the play fake. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Seahawks 7. Chase McLaughlin.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
On the move to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Carson Schlesinger brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
3rd and 5.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Here's Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Lining up for the point after.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Seahawks 7. Chase McLaughlin.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
35-yard line.
Back to throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Darnold. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Second and 10. At the 21-yard line.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Mayfield to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll look to throw here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. With a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 66 yards. And the Bucs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun. Here's Darnold. Seeing nowhere to throw, he tracks this one away from home, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. It's Darnold. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Darnold from the gun. He's got Mingo. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Darnold to throw again. As he throws there, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. To throw is Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. And he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. Mayfield looks to throw.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Darnold.
On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job to...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Irvin. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Baker going to give it to Irving.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Mayfield.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's Riley Dixon now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
And now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball they move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. The shotgun snap for Darnold. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. Here's Darnold. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now it's Darnold. He finds Mayer here. Now he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Darnold down to throw. Flushed out right. Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Pass taken in by his big tight end. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And that's good for another Seahawks. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Out of the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Michael Mayer, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And just shedding him off there. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 16. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. On 1st and 10, here's Irving. We're down to the 41.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want a total sellout to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun, Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 36 yards on the play. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. Touchdown! A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bucs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Chase McLaughlin lining up for
And Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, it's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect play to how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. They juked him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one, And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Here's 2nd and 10. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Rolling to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Bucs up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. McLaughlin for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. Still fighting for more. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
For a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First throw now for the backup lock. And his first throw here is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by Mingo right side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And the
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
One final try for Locke. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory. So for the Buccaneers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with a